What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So this goes on and 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 on. Will Smith saw fire. He heard the joke and he was trying to contain his fire. But he looked over Jada and saw she was crying. So he got up out of his seat, took that walking amble to Chris Rock, and Chris Rock, he started smiling. But then it was a pimp hand from hell, from hell, from hell, from hell, from hell. We didn't start the fire. It was Chris Rock and his tasteless joking. But Will Smith should have tried to hide the pain. Laugh and laugh, fake laugh, laugh, fake laugh. I know a lot of people saying, I keep hearing this being repeated, that would Will Smith have gotten up and hit The Rock instead of Chris Rock? And I tend to say no. I mean, that would have been a deterrent because, if he slapped someone like The Rock, I think The Rock would have done some real foul shit to Will Smith. Okay. Um, yeah. I mean, it's been every classic move that we seen growing up. It'd have been the rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? Rock bottom his ass right there, people's elbow, and some real shit. Not no fake wrestling gimmicks. But I gotta say this too. Would Chris Rock have told that joke if instead of that being Will and Jada, if that was, say, let's just say for some reason President Joe Biden and his wife was there, and his wife had some type of medical condition. Because I guarantee you, all you fucking hypocritical liberals, that had Chris Rock made that joke, that whole narrative about it's just a joke. Oh no, 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 that wouldn't have been suffice. They would have said he's out of line. It was in bad taste. I'm talking about from liberals. From liberals, it was in bad taste. He should have known better. He should have used better judgment. That he crossed the line. Blah 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 blah. Right? And all this, it was just a GI Jane joke. It was just a GI Jane joke. Look, I mean, this is what wrong. We got to crack down on these comedians. When they just say anything, it's ridiculous. Because when Dave Chappelle just made a joke recently, liberals were up in arms. They were calling for his Netflix series to be canceled. Do we remember that? But now all of a sudden it's just a joke. It's just a joke. All right, let me get to the point here. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is out there saying that Will Smith magically makes black people look bad for some reason, perpetuating racial stereotypes, violence, black on black crime. I guess I don't know what the fuck. All types of shit. And as a basketball player, I love Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as a basketball player. Love him. But Kareem, I really think you need to self-analyze before you go make these types of claims. Because first of all, when it comes to violence, Will Smith has been nothing but a stellar human being uh, up until this point. No real serious incidents, at least in the last 30 plus years. If anything, people call him the happy rapper, to the point where a lot of rappers, as the 90s commenced and, Will Smith stayed more mainstream and uh, kid friendly. A lot of people thought he was a square. You know what I'm saying? Then he got, that's been the thing on the knock on Will. He's a square. He has this one incident where he loses control, and everybody wants to condemn him. And I'll get to that later on. But Kareem, you need to be worrying about your son right now, who almost took someone out for almost no fucking reason because they complained about trash cans, I believe it was, being on their property that belonged to him. And his reaction is to slice someone to almost death. So I think you need to be worrying about some other shit, Mr. Abdul-Jabbar. Also, you want to talk about perpetuating stereotypes. How about the fact that, you know, you make a career and made a lifetime out of advocating social change, civil rights, great things. But you also chase out the little white women. Just saying, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's something that you see all that's typical. Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying? Harry Belafonte, a lot of others, many others, Sammy Davis Jr. But I'm just saying. Then the media always cast you as the angry black man. They always pegged you as the angry black man, which was totally unfair, but that's how they pegged you. You had a long-standing public beef with another black man, Wilt Chamberlain, which could have much earlier have been squashed, but it never was. Then, when it comes to violence, you got into a couple of fracases yourself on the NBA court, including punching a rookie so hard you broke your own damn hand. And as to why you did it, he elbowed you, but you did it also because you were frustrated with other shit going on with your life at the same time. So you lost control. But Will Smith is supposed to be perfect. He's supposed to be perfection, never fuck up. You know? So everybody wants to cancel Will Smith. So to you, I say, if you're going to cancel Will Smith, I want to see you cancel Jeffrey Jones, who's been accused. Uh, Matter of fact, I believe he's been convicted of doing some ungodly shit. The same thing with Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens. Connect that down, la 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 la. Today, boys and girls. Come on, man. Sean Penn, how many times he got into fights with paparazzis and fans trying to seek autographs, fucking angry, always fighting people and shit. Hey, nobody like connects him with that shit. Rob Lowe was on videotape having sex in the 1980 during the 1980 Democratic Convention, having sex with two underage girls. Let that have been fucking Spike Lee. His career would have been over still. Rob Lowe still been able to formulate some type of career. People don't even remember that shit. You see what I'm saying? I gotta remind people of these dastardly deeds because these things have never been attached to these celebrities like that. Even Roman Polanski, who's been out of this fucking country since the 70s for raping a 13-year-old girl, was able to go back to the Oscars and accept an award. I didn't see police line up to arrest his ass like they was itching to do Will Smith for just because he put a smack on Chris Rock. And stop making Chris Rock like he's fucking goddamn Billy Barty. Okay? He ain't Billy Barty. And if you don't get these references, I'm sorry. Billy Barty was a little person who was in Hollywood since a little boy back in the 20s, I think. I think Billy Barty was 3'7" or something like that. But the point is, he ain't Billy Barty. Chris Rock's about 5'10", probably about a buck 70. Okay, he's smaller than Will Smith, but don't make him out to be goddamn James Madison. James Madison was 5'4", 400 pounds. All right, don't make him out to be goddamn Sherman Hemsley. Now I know you know who that is. He's an average sized man. Will 6'1" and a half, about 200, maybe 210. He's bigger, but it ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here with this shit, man. And this shit about just jokes, like I said before, Don Rickles was an insult comic. And, you know, we saw on camera everybody laugh, but there's some people that didn't laugh at some of his jokes. There were some people who went to Don Rickles, maybe like Will Smith. This is what Will Smith should have did. Some people went to Don Rickles and said, "Hey, I don't appreciate that joke. Don't joke with me like that." You know what Don Rickles would do? He'd make a mental note of it. Say, "Okay, this guy doesn't find that type of shit funny. I'm not gonna go to him anymore." That's what Will Smith should have did. Like I said, I'm not saying what he did was right. It was wrong. It was very wrong. And he's lucky Chris Rock didn't press charges against him. But what bothers me is certain people's need to feel like he has to be punished. I don't care if Chris Rock don't want to punish him. He needs to be punished. He needs to be punished. This nigga, he needs to be punished. I'm like, why? Why did he be punished? I mean, can we go there with this? I mean, can we have a serious conversation? Juanita Broderick never got justice for what Clinton allegedly did. Hmm? Hmm? What about all the war crimes that were committed by the late Richard Nixon and still living Henry Kissinger? Were they ever punished for that? And the media covered up a lot of shit when it comes to number 45 and number 46 that you wouldn't believe. You would not believe. I'm not even going to say on video. And y'all worrying about a slap? Get out of my face!